right here, heading to the city. Going to meet with a naturopath. Old Piper Doug's getting his getting everything all figured out, getting all sorted, figuring out what now that I'm in my 50s, and yeah, you kind of got to start taking care of stuff for the next part of the big journey. So I'll bring you back. Welcome back, folks. Like I say before, awfully glad you decided to come to the funny farm. Ironically, the cows are actually not bad. Like when you stop and it's like they're pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, still 24 hours. Not back into these bales. Yeah, the babies are still worked up, but that's to be expected. Get back here. Trying to back up with the camera. Not using the trip camera though. Well, you can't really see much in there. It's funny because there's two babies from this pen are through, and nobody in this pen is actually caring too much. But I see little Honey there, she'll need her bottle. But no, it's all good. Jeremy and his buddy came out and pulled the shutters off the concrete, so that's done. So it's just to cure for a little bit longer. We can take the sheets off of it. The Golden Girls don't really care that their babies are gone. Weirdly. Anyway, we'll bring you back when I go to work. That's me back from the city. Well, it is Wednesday. Day 2. Listen to that. I'm shocked. They've quietened right down. So we're gonna send the big girls back out to the paddock, and we'll set the corrals up for another couple of days in the corrals. And then we'll bring them back in. Then we'll actually bring them back in, let them back out onto the paddocks and start ground grazing for them. Because they're pretty good now. They're all pretty sedate. As you can see, most of them are laying down. Most of them are just waiting. I think they know that they're going back out onto the field today, so. Yeah, see? Pretty good. So yeah, we'll tackle these guys probably either this weekend or start of next week. We'll get the last calves out of here. So there's 2 young babies in here with Squeaks and Eddie. They stay until calving time. Lone Star's kid right there is one of the ones to go. Quinn's to go. The orphan there's to go. This is the only baby in here. This is Squiggles' kid. So he stays. So hopefully what will happen is we'll get him and his mom and put them over there with the 2 other mums. And then when we haul off the Golden Girls, 8. So there's 8 in there. So 6 of the Golden Girls will go straight up the road to the train station. Squirts, Mama Squirts, will go back to the Gen Pop, and Mark's mum, who's still got her little baby at foot, she I think will come across here because she needs to finish that calf off. It's too early to wean and ship. So I've got a bottle for our little Schmeagle. It's in here somewhere. Oh, there she is at the back. So I'll go do that and then we'll fire up the tractor. Percolating. Well, I'm gonna do some bales, like I said, and then probably get back to hauling bales, but this is where, because the back rack broke off this is where having an extension on the back of the bale wagon would really help. Well, look at that. As if by magic, a rear extension bale rack has appeared on the back of my bale trailer. Yeah, it's not my best work, but they look like welds. Yeah, I would have even like made a joke saying, I had a local shop make this. That would just be rude to say a local shop made this. Yes, it does not look incredibly strong. If you were to put two hay bales and a diamond stack bale on top, you're probably pushing the limits. I think before I use the trailer, what I'm gonna do is, I've got some triangular cut-offs from these stays. So I'm gonna take this piece that was cut off and I'm gonna lay them in here. And the reason for that is that after I weld, and then weld up, that gives me all this extra clamping to this vertical instead of just these 3 welds, because I didn't do an upside down weld, because my weld there actually wouldn't do a whole heck of a lot of good. It would actually probably just weaken it even more. So if I put that triangle on here, and then what I could do is take a piece of flat steel and lay it over that and then weld it as well, and that'll give me more bite, because I could just run it right across up onto here and weld it right the way through. But yeah, but I'm not planning on putting a lot out back here. This is basically just overshoot. I had the metal, but right now with the straw, I'm trying to remember, what is this? 6? With straw, the 6 bale ends here. So there was not enough quite room here, and that stay laid over and broke. So at least now I can sit the 7th bale here. So I've still got lots of room back here, and then that way when I'm hauling hay and the 7th bale is here, I can put an 8th bale here. So I've got some 45s of this stuff, so I'm probably going to run one from there up to here, same over there, and yeah, I almost thought about doing what they call the over A. So basically it's in the middle where the bales would meet, put a vertical that stays back down to there, and then it stays back down to there. That way it's levering the end of the rack back up over and down to a point over here, which adds a lot more strength out of the back, even though it's got pretty good here. And yes, I do realize this is a bit of a weakness. There's nothing holding this outside edge up. I'm hoping there's not going to be a lot of pressure out here, but there still will be. So here I could run a stay back to there, but those keen-eyed will realize there's something missing over here. That was before we got this trailer, and I'm not complaining because this trailer was free from my cousin. Big shout out to Colin Wilson. So I might add on something either slotted into that to give me something to brace back to here. You're not going to have the pressure of a whole bale sitting out here. You've already got this. So bale center here, so the center of the bale is going to be about here, so you're not taking a whole bunch out here. But even if I ran a stay from here back to there, which is what I might just end up doing. It'll save a bunch of time and a bunch of metal. Out here it doesn't matter so much. I could run a stay from there down to there, which is what I might end up doing. But this is a damn sight better than it was, because I think it's a what is it? It's more than 40. It might be 45-foot trailer. So now it's getting closer to 50. So anyway, I gotta take the tractor off the trailer and go and get ready to move bales. So I'll go and let the girls out. Can you go, babies? Nice and quiet. Hey. And then there's Sparks. Dummy thick, dummy loud. Hey, Suki. Hey, darling. Pixie. There you go, girls. Go. So this is her ladyship, the queen bee. This is Squirts. Yes, she's got some bedazzlement on her tag. So this is Eddie's mum. So yeah, she did these. All of these did not go to the bull this year. Eddie's mum is aging out, and as you can see, this is perfect case point. When you look at her condition, when you do a condition score, you have to take into a lot of things into consideration: the size of the cow, the age, and how they've weathered. Eddie's mum has had a baby every year. She's done really well, but she's also one of the oldest cows on the farm, and as you can see by her spine line, her pin bones, I'm sorry if that was rude, sorry darling. Great feet, great legs. It's why we've kept a lot of daughters off of her. She has longevity. She has great count and longevity, as do most of these girls. Ike is right there. She's another one. She's the same age as Eddie's mum. Her back is holding up slightly better, but at the end of last year when she was calving, she had taken a real downturn. She's looking way better now, but we've learned from past experience to know when done's done. So that's Ike, middle of the screen. Now behind her is, I think that's Tank. Now, if some of you might remember, Tank is the one, she went down with the tough calving. We had to pull the calf. It was a great big brute of a calf. Not huge, but it was big enough. But something happened in her pelvis. That's why the calving was difficult. We thought she would die. And she is, her tags just switched there. She's come on leaps and bounds, but we know she can't go through another calving. Henceforth, she did not go to the bull. This is my cow. This is Stumpers. Stumpers had a hard year last year. And that's why we put her to the Golden Girls. Her condition, because she's a larger cow, she takes a lot of points off of her score because of being extra weight. Sadly, and this breaks my heart, it does, honestly, because I have to drive her to the train station. She knows it. She's been upset for a while, but as you can see, her condition is starting to slip. Even though she's a big meaty cow, she did not look this great last year at the end of calving season. So know when to send them out on top with the utmost respect. Like I said, it's going to be a hard drive for me to drive this lot up the road, but because there is 4 names on the trailer. Not her. She is only in this pen because she was not going back to the bull. She was getting her birth dates reprogrammed. She will never leave the farm. That's full stop. That's been agreed upon by the family because she is who she is. She's the queen bee. Squirts, but Stumpers, because she's a bigger cow, she will go down quicker. We all know that. Bigger cows go down quicker at the end. And I'm not doing that anymore, so she will go out on top. Mark's mum, she gets a bit of a reprieve. She gets an extra couple of months to finish that calf of hers off, but then she will also go. So the cow laying on the ground, 81. The reason she's in this pen is because she went squirrely down at calving season. And she's just not had a good look in her eye. Even when she was in the Golden Girls pen, she took a wee turn at Mrs. Piper Doug when we were trying to put them out into the L for summer grazing. It's just, there's just something not right about her, something happened. And then the cow you see just beyond squirts, beyond stumpers there, is 6s. The reason she's going, and we've been trying to get her gone for quite a few years, and Mrs. Piper Doug doesn't quite get this because for whatever reason she is great with Mrs. Piper Doug. Oh no, that's 6s, this is Tank, because she's got a pin bone missing. They're 6s. We've tried to catch 6s twice before to get her on a trailer because she does have mood swings. She has a mood disorder when calving. She does not like me, she's run me over twice. But this is the end of the road. She's close to aging out, but she will go as Fats. She will go as Fats, and 81 will go as Fats. The other ones, I'm pretty sure they are what they are, but that's not the point. They're going with dignity, and that's what we're getting better at. But she goes nowhere. As soon as we go to load these guys up, she comes back to the gen pop. She will cycle. Yeah, I know, sweetie. She will cycle through and go back to the pasture next summer with the bull. So she has the whole summer off. She will not be feeding a calf. No calf at foot, nothing. She finished a great bull calf this year. Great big stunner. But that's it. Yeah, she gets the summer off and then she'll be back into the program for hopefully another 4 years of calving. So I'm gonna let these guys have the afternoon out on the grass, cleaning up some of the hay I put out 2 days ago, and then we'll shut them back in for a couple of days, and hopefully I'll get back to spreading the last of this stuff out. Okay, I gotta run to town, grab the minerals for the babies, and some odds and bods. It's time. Let's get ready to rumble! I'll make some firewood anyway. Yeah. I fear it won't be too long before all of these will be down. 4 p.m. That's funny when I was the ranchers YouTube channels that I follow. I like Lawrence Bernard's on This Farm Wife. He has a really good call. I'd just be interested to find out what everybody else's cattle calls are. Because I know my dad used to be holla, 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 holla. That was more for dairy cows. Ours is Hamad. Sorry if that's loud. Or the other one we use, which is more for calves, Hamad. Not that. Got that one, and come on, girls. Yeah, they're all coming. They all know their calls. I don't know why she's just staying down there. Come on, girls! Hey, girly, girly! That's my other call. Oh my gosh, I'm having an absolute brain fart. Hey, girly, girly! Come on! Maybe if she sees these ones come in, then she'll come running, but they're almost all here. Anyway, let's get them inside for the night. Well, there's a hole. There's still one Widowmaker hung up. I think it's still there. It's leaning against one of the little trees. Oh look! There's a jet with a tiny little white stripe behind it that keeps disappearing. Weird. So, now that the cows are shut back in, I'm gonna go and try and tackle the rest of this. Try and get as much done over the next couple of days while it's warm. I just got a message, my gate boss is home, so we can put the mineral tubs into the cab. Let's go! So yeah, end of night 2, it is starting to calm down. They kind of got all worked up there putting the mineral tubs in, but they'll settle in. I see Some of the ones making the most noise right now is actually the second calvers who haven't totally been weaned yet. They're just mad because I'm not giving them their second number 1 bale. They've still got a number 2 bale. So they can whistle Dixie. I'm gonna keep going with this. And we'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Thanks for watching.